Hey guys, I've got an interesting build for you today that allows you to very easily one-shot Graveward on Mayhem 10. This is a really easy build. It only requires 4 items and you're using Amara for this method. You trigger her face cast and then just shoot one time with the face puncher and then switch to the Jacob's Unforgiven pistol utilizing the crit swap trick. Back in the day when we only had Mayhem 4, I showed a similar method where you shot one time with a Scourge rocket launcher, switch to another weapon, damage yourself for extra bonus damage, then switch to the Jacob's pistol to gain that extra critical hit damage. It was tricky, but it worked. And this method here I'm showing you is one that actually existed since the beginning. We've been able to do this all along, but now that we have certain anointments, it's making it possible to one-shot him on Mayhem 10. Again, for this build, you only need 4 items, but with specific anointments, and I'll show you guys all of that. And you don't need any kind of super aim to be able to do this. What I do is I drop in and I run to him as fast as I can to get as close as I can, and when he starts to rise up, I aim for the center chest and fire off the face cast, then just aim at the center again, shoot the face puncher one time, and then quickly switch to the Jacob's pistol. If all those shots land correctly on him, then yeah, you will one-shot him, and I would say you're going to be able to do this most of the time. It's very easy. And for this build, I will have the download save that you guys can use for PC. It will have the 4 items with the specific anointments that I'm going to show you guys. I will have that download link posted and pinned on my Twitter, and I'll have my Twitter link down in the description. And right here, I'm just showing you that I only had 4 items on, and I didn't even have a shield on, just to show you guys that you do not need one. I just had the 2 weapons, a class mod, and an artifact. I'll go over all that gear in just a moment, but I want to show you the amount of damage I was doing to Graveward with that one shot. And it's kind of hard to see because he was far away, but you can see the 226 million there, 107 million, a 50 million below that, and there's multiple of millions in the back. There's a 2 million over there on the left. So yeah, there's enough damage there to kill 4 of him at one time. Here are the Mayhem Mode 10 modifiers that I used, and nothing affected me negatively or positively. So the first item is a Hyperion shotgun. It's the face puncher with the redundant prefix. This build is focused on melee, and everything that we're doing is going to translate all damage into melee. The anointment that I have on this one is important. You do need the one that says gain 300% increased weapon damage against enemies above 90% health. I tried another anointment on this weapon that was comparable to this. It was when your action skill is first triggered, then you're going to gain 200% more weapon damage. That one just wasn't allowing me to one-shot him. So you definitely need the one with this anointment. The next item you're going to need is an Unforgiven Jacob's pistol that has a ton of bonus critical hit damage. Most of the ones you're going to find like this are going to be like 300 something percent plus critical hit damage. The one I have here is plus 432%, so I got pretty lucky to find a really high one. This one also gives me plus 60% melee damage, and then I got really lucky with after using face cast, weapon damage is increased by 250% for a short time. I've seen this build work with this pistol without this anointment, so I didn't have one to try that didn't have this anointment, but it probably will work. The next item is a class mod, and it's going to be anything that's going to give you additional splash damage and additional melee damage. It doesn't matter which one, you're just really looking for these 2 bonuses. And shout out to Colossum3 for recommending this artifact. It's the White Elephant, and I have the Firestone prefix. This one has the ability that melee attacks have a 30% chance to attach a sticky bomb. So that's why you want this artifact, and I think other prefixes should be fine. As far as the skill tree, I'll have it all laid out here on screen, and the red circles are the ones that I couldn't specify which ones to choose. I'm not going to go over all of these. You guys can set it up like this or whatever you like. I will have a link to this page down in the description so you can just reference that instead of having to go back through the video. But I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.